headed to Primetown. Oh, sorry. Folks, you know where we're headed. We're on the road trip with Alex Mandarino, and we're headed to Young Adult Cancer Canada's Primetown in partnership with CancerCare Manitoba and CancerCare Manitoba Foundation. If you've been following thus far, you know we're in this wicked RV. We're jam-packed with cancer thrivers, their friends, family, parents, guardians, healthcare professionals, support system, you name it, and we're rocking. We're ready to hit Primetown. And for those of you watching at home and listening to these videos, I mean, we're really excited to see you at Primetown. There's going to be a lot to get into. But obviously, we have to get there first. And thus far, we've navigated a few twists and turns early on with the YACC Prime study information and directions. But this is a new situation for me, to put it lightly. And I think I'm going to give our friend Karine Shally-Four, Program Director at Young Adult Cancer Canada, a quick ring, because she has a lot of information on the Prime study, and I know that she can get us there safe and sound. So I'm going to give her a quick call, and after we're done speaking with her, we do need to make one pit stop. There's some new information that came out on the Prime study and Primetown website that could get us there quicker, let us know how to park, give us information on touring and walking around, and how to have the absolute best time. So you don't want to miss that. But in the meantime, let's just give Karine a quick ring. All right. I'm so glad you answered the phone, Karine. Hi. I can't see you. I'm only on my hands-free link on the phone in the RV, so I can't see you directly, but I'm so glad you got a chance to answer me today. How are you doing?
I'm great. I saw your name and I chose to pick up because I'm very picky who I answer the phone to, Alex.
Yeah.
Your name, I was like, yeah, I want to talk to him.
I know.
Love RV. Love
thank you.
read.
Thank you. These days, you got to be careful on the phone. There's a lot out there that you don't want to pick up, but I'm so glad we get a chance to talk today. I'm glad you like the RV. I know right now it's packed. There's young adult cancer thrivers. There is healthcare professionals. There's some parents and guardians and friends in here. We're having a blast. But the reason I'm giving you a call is mainly to get an understanding of the rest of the directions along the way. So I mentioned in an earlier video from all my folks in the vlog that we've got a chance to look at the directions on the YACC Prime study website. That's where mainly the directions came from. So what I'm actually curious is, I've never seen this website and this information before to navigate to Primetown. So what should I expect when looking more at the website of the YACC Prime study, and why is the YACC Prime study so important to navigating Primetown?
Two excellent questions, sir. So YACC Prime Study 2017, YACC in collaboration with Dr. Sheila Garland. She's a psychologist with Memorial University. We got together because we had a million questions about young adults, their experience, understanding it better so we can help them better. That was the kind of core of our desires. And so we worked with Sheila, developed this research. 622 young adults took part, which made it the biggest research of its kind in the country for young adults. And we have found a lot of information. So to your point, yes, the information we have found are pretty good direction to get ourselves safely to Primetown, and to learn more and more about what it means to have cancer when you're a young adult. How does that impact your life? And I think the better we, so health professionals, organizations, people, understand that, the better we're able to help young adults as they navigate this shit show that is cancer.
That's awesome. I'm so excited. And I'm sure we'll get an understanding more of it when we all actually sit down in some of the lessons at Primetown, but it certainly will help on the journey as well. And I had some help with some friends early on getting to the first set of directions and navigating the twists and turns early on. So we're a few days in already, so I'm in really good shape in that regard. But there is so much in directions and things to learn from the study that if you wanted to speak on a bit of it, I talked about distress, I talked about a bit of the sleep components and a bit on post-traumatic growth. But like I said, there's so much out there and there's so much more of a way to go to Primetown. So what are some of the important factors and findings in the study that'll help us get there safely?
So much, Alex, but let's say I picked a few more to give some information so we have better direction. I will start with fear of cancer recurrence.
Yeah.
Being afraid of the cancer coming back or the cancer progressing, which is what is fear of cancer recurrence is, 59.2% of those who participated in the YACC Prime study had clinically significant fear of cancer recurrence. That means thinking about that many times a day, sometimes for many minutes every time. Mm-hmm. So that can be quite paralyzing. So to understand that about the young adult population is to be able to give them information maybe differently and to support them and be maybe more patient with them. So that's one big thing. We've also found a lot of interesting information about quality of life, physical and mental quality of life. This is a measure in the research world that is self, so people can measure their impressions. It's self kind of measured how they feel. And we compared young adults with cancer, young adults who don't have cancer, just to see is there a difference. There is. Physical and mental quality of life of our young adults with cancer is significantly lower than those who don't have cancer, especially the mental health quality of life. That's important to know because that's going to, again, guide what we need to do better or more for this population. Mm-hmm. Body image is another big piece. We found a lot of body image distress in our community members. We found a lot of financial troubles, huge impact on finances in young adults. And again, we compare with those who don't have cancer. No, it's not just a young adult problem. It's worse when you have cancer. So lots more details that I could get into, but in a kind of nutshell, these are big pieces that can really give us good direction to Primetown.
Yeah. I'm super excited. I think that's going to help us get there. And I'm sure a lot of people that might be listening on this call are super excited to get more in depth on that. And I mean, speaking of finances, I think this RV has a lot of gas that might need detailing. So I might need a lot of info on the financial piece after I blow some on that. But in any case, I'm really excited to get to Primetown. And when we get there, I mean, I'm super excited for everything in early May. So just Karine, while I have you on the line, what are you super excited about at Primetown on May 6th to May 8th?
I am really excited. And I think one of the things that gets my fire going the most is that in Canada, it's the first time we're reuniting all those people, young adults themselves who are coping and affected by cancer, their supporters, their parents, their guardians, health professionals. Everybody really cares about this population is going to be together. And to me, that can only create something amazing when you put together a bunch of people who have this kind of same passion and desire. I think it can change the world. On peace, a little bit, peace and love, but that's my belief. So I'm super excited about that. Can't wait.
No, I'm super excited. It's going to be a big population. I'm bringing a big portion of them with me right now, and we're having such a blast on the way. So I can't imagine what it's going to be like when we're all together in a couple of weeks. So I need to let you go. We have to make a quick pit stop, but I'm so happy I had you on, Karine. And other than that, we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yes, thank you for calling. Drive safe.
Thank you.